Hello again, folks. This is Analog Hoove once again, with another recent demo from Xbox Live. And yeah, this is just a major WTF right here, people. As you can see, this dude is currently battling a giant space battleship thingy, and he destroys it. And then, hey, what do you know? There's a giant Asian god guy to fight too. Okay. Yeah, see, this is Asura's Wrath, upcoming game from Capcom. Same guys who do Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, Mega Man, all that wonderful stuff. And it's just, whoa, dude. Yeah, it's hard to really describe what the hell this demo is like. I mean, as you can see, the gameplay here is sort of like, you know, shooter-ish, kind of almost like a Star Fox or Sin and Punishment if you ever played that game. But the other part of the demo is more like a one-on-one traditional action game in the vein of like Devil May Cry or something like that. But the bulk of everything I've experienced in it so far is actually like quick time events, which usually that's not necessarily a good thing. I mean, yeah, they were kind of cool when they first showed up in like Resident Evil 4, but I think most people would agree QuickTime events are kind of overused, sort of worn out their welcome. But I really don't mind it too much in this game from what I've experienced so far, partially because the timing seems fairly forgiving. It's not that strict, and it's just so ridiculously over the top. Look at this right now. I mean, I cut out the bit where Asura, the guy I'm playing as, just sprouted his 4 extra arms. Yeah, and now he's currently like charging into the giant enemy, and it creates like this rubber band effect. And just watch this. So I yell, press Y, and I shoot him out into space. And yeah, that's not even. No, that's barely the beginning of what's going on here. I mean, this game is just totally freaking ridiculous. I love it. I mean, all things considered, I don't necessarily know if it's going to be worth $60 upon release. I mean, depending how long it is. I mean, just the gameplay seems to be kind of all over the place. It's weird. I went ahead and went on Wikipedia to get a gist of the story. And pretty much, you play as the guy, Asura. And he's effectively, it's really sort of the classic, dude gets betrayed by the gods, so dude seeks revenge upon the gods. And it's just so ridiculous. Okay, watch this. Alright, did it defeat him? No. It just turns out he's becoming even bigger. That's right. Now he's the size of a fucking planet. I mean, if you've seen Dragon Ball Z, that sort of ridiculous machismo, the fights of people yelling and constantly powering up, just one-upping themselves and each other constantly. I mean, this takes that to a whole new level. And like, sort of speaking of Dragon Ball Z, I mean, from what I can tell, this game is structured a lot like an anime. I mean, just saw that little like clip there, which is, you know, Asura's Wrath. One screen, they cuts to another screen that says the same thing. If you're a fan of anime at all, you probably recognize that from a lot of shows where, you know, they have like the commercial break in the middle of the show, and it has like the little title card for the show when it goes to commercial. When it comes back, it's there again. So I guess each chapter looks to be kind of structured like that. And I mean, there are 2 chapters they have in this demo. The other one has Asura fighting a dude with this magical giant growing sword on the moon. He actually proceeds to push Asura off the moon with said sword and then stabs him into the earth before a little cliffhanger ending to the demo. It's, like I said, the main word for today is ridiculous. And just, what the fuck? And yes, now the giant dude is trying to finger crush Asura because he has the finger the size of a fucking country. And Asura, being the total absolute badass that he is, can stop him. Oh, and it gets better. Then, of course, you have like the little flashback here. This sort of explains kind of what happened. Pretty much, Asura got blamed for killing the Emperor of the Gods, or the King of the Gods, or whatever. He got framed for it. And so, sort of revenge, they kill his wife, they kidnap his daughter, and he gets all pissed. And everything you're seeing is the result of that. It's... Yeah, I really didn't know, going into this little commentary here, what I was going to say, partially because, I mean, this kind of stuff, it leaves you a little speechless, yet wanting to talk about it. You want to talk about the sheer ridiculousness of what you're saying, but you don't know exactly what to say. I mean, you really just have to watch this. Yes, now Asura is proceeding to punch the guy's finger. A lot. One arm explodes, another arm explodes, but luckily I got a shit ton of arms. Just keep bursting. Oh, don't worry, he has one left. So, what do you do when you're fighting a god the size of a planet? He's trying to crush you with his finger. Why? And of course, you've lost 5 of your 6 arms. Why? You muster your strength and you give him one big wallop with your remaining arm. And this is what happens, I guess, when you punch a god really hard in the finger. Just keep watching. Yeah. Apparently, in this game, Asura is such a super awesome motherfucking badass. He punches a god so hard in the finger that god just fucking explodes. How is that not freaking awesome? Did I mention this game is made by the Japanese? Would you ever have guessed it just by looking at it? Oh my god, this game, it's... seriously, you've got to download this demo. Give it a shot. I cut a little bit, like the very first part of this chapter I cut out, because I didn't want this video to be too long. The other chapter in the demo is not quite as epic in scale of its sheer insanity, but it is truly crazily brilliant. Go ahead, give this little thing a download, and I can't wait to see the final product when it gets released next month. I mean, like I said, maybe not worth $60, but we'll see. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye, folks.